Welcome drifters, another video of 20 minutes till dawn. The reason I made another one is because there was a massive update. Still on the beta branch of the game, but here's what the update looks like. They've added, in addition to quick play, the standard mode, there's now an endless mode. What's all the hype about it? Because in endless mode you play until you die. There's no cap on time limit, but the more interesting thing is all of your runes are disabled, so even if you haven't unlocked everything, you're not playing with a penalty. First of all, and the second is on endless mode all upgrades can be taken multiple times. That basically means every single upgrade in the game is recursive. Even like the super mods, the synergy upgrades can be taken multiple times. So with that in mind, not sure what kind of broken builds can be made, but there will be plenty of nerfs around, I bet, just for this specific reason. Not having the runes means that even though it's endless, you won't be able to recover HP unless you got the mod that recovers a little every 90 seconds. You'll see. I think it sounds like Lilith could be a very broken combo, because you can get as much summon mods or just basically summon as you can. I'll be getting the grenade launcher because it has the highest base damage, and the flying daggers scale off of your base damage, their own damage. So I'll try to make a build full of those daggers. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I'm still playing on my highest unlocked difficulty. I think this is the 7. Maybe you can lower it, I'm not sure. The upgrade, there's nothing summon related. However, maximum bullet damage is going to help in the long run because of the good synergy with the dagger, or the magic lens would also help, because as you can see, this is what it says: this bonus is increased by your summon damage. So magic lens is basically a core part of all summon builds. Now, because you can take each mod multiple times, that means I can take the same magic lens, the same first mod, another time if I wanted to. I'm not sure how each mod interacts with itself actually. I'm not sure if you're getting a second barrier or just doubling its effect. We'll see. What else have we got? Vision range. All enemies within your range take 25 damage. This mod just got recently buffed. It was just 5 damage every 2 seconds. It got like 400% buff. And I wonder, if you pick up 2 glares, do you get like an extra 25% vision range, or you just double the damage? Anyways, what else can we get? I'll just upgrade the lens more. You can also get a couple of dragons if you wanted to. This is also possible. And I suspect the dragon could get even more and more powerful in this, because it can scale indefinitely. Now, however, you have to be very mindful of taking unnecessary extra damage, because now I lost 1 HP. There's no recovering here until you get a mod that recovers. So I'll just get the dragon. Sorry, I had to take a phone call. these people know I have more important things to do. Taking unnecessary phone calls. So I hope I don't die. Oh! I know why I died, cause I forgot. We'll do another one. I forgot the self-damage. You take grenades in this game. It's not novadrift. Haha, silly me. It's not novadrift. I'm not sure why the actual grenade got reflected towards me by an enemy or something, or they just kept walking into them. Sure. This time looks even more promising. We'll just start off with a ghost friend. So you can also have as many ghosts as you can get actually. I reckon the default character will be a pretty nice one to have for this mode. Just because of the reroll. I'll take the dragon actually. Taking the dragon early on is pretty much the best for your summon build. I don't know what is it. I think the difficulty I am currently just increases the movement speed of the enemies, and maybe I'm not used to it. What else have we got here? So also you can take the vitality, this mode that gives 1 HP. I can definitely. So this can also serve as a heal, because every time you increase your max HP you just gain 1. So you can use this as a pseudo heal, one-time heal, or you can just stack this upgrade as many times you want. But I'll just get the dragon upgrade as well. Dragon gains 8 damage every 60 seconds. The ability works even the dragon is still in the egg. So this can scale even much more past the usual 20 minutes. However, I wonder if you had like multiple dragons, would it scale for each one as well? So many new questions arise from this new mod. The default character, one of its unique upgrades is the ability to take each mod, the ability to take your next mod 3 times. So I always wondered whether that works with every single mod, and now I know it actually does work with every single mod. However, does it retain each effect of reacquiring the mods, or we'll see. I think stacking, I would think most mods, especially the mods that give out unique effects besides just plain stats. If it was just plain stats, I would think everything stacks alright. See, I can take this as well. Your bullets deal additional damage equal to 10% of your dragon damage. So if I take it again, that I would think that would just scale up to 20%. Because it's a simple stat increasement. I would think the way that works with all mods is probably similar if you are familiar with the way the evolutionary niches and bravado works for the unique body stats of the different bodies. Like, not all stats are increased by stacking. Not all unique stats are increased for each body the same way. Or some stats require you to like stack a certain amount of the niches till you get the effect another time. So I can get another dragon. Why not? I suspect I should start getting more offensive upgrades at this point. Little by little I'm starting to get overwhelmed. A third one. Let's do 3 dragons. If I can survive, I think this will be extremely overpowered. We don't have runes, yes, but are they really that powerful when you can stack the dragons? Especially if all the mods we've taken prior to this apply to all the dragons. So summon attack speed 50% or the magic dagger, the white weaponry. Summon a dagger that seeks out enemies. Magic dagger deals as much damage as your bullets. This is the reason I got the grenade, because eventually I was thinking of getting as much daggers as possible. So essentially, whenever the dagger hits an enemy, it deals as much as the grenade. Pretty much one-shotting all common foes. I can shake off the feeling whenever I'm reloading. That bar there you got is so similar to Risk of Rain 1 and 2, the sniper. What else have you got? Heavy weaponry. Summon a magic sight that orbits around you. Magic sight deals as much as your bullet damage. Pretty much the same thing as with the white weaponry, the dagger. So both of these are extremely powerful if you have the grenade. Or like if you are able to buff your weapon as much so that the effect remains. The reload bar. Reload. First dragon is out. I don't think I've gotten the mod that increases the dragon attack speed. Let's see what else we've got. Energetic friend, summon attack speed 50%. This is an extremely powerful mod for summon builds. But just think about that, you can take this mod as many times as you want if you just go to it. Summon damage 35% and attack speed 35%. This is why I got Lilith, because of all the extra summon mods she can take. Since we're going for a summon build. I wonder what would be the most broken, or like what kind of broken new synergy comes to your mind when you think about this new mod with no limitations. 4 dragons at this point. Let's see if I can hold off enough. I guess taking that mod that recovers 1 HP every 90 seconds is also one that's very worthwhile and endless, especially if you take it early. I wonder if you can, what happens when you take multiple lightning shields as well. Like, do you get the ability to get hit twice before the shield expires or something? Summon damage and attack speed by 15% or a second sight. Let's see. Oh yeah, you do get a second sight. That's completely nuts. That is nuts. Suddenly we're playing Novadrift. Imagine if there was like another mod, a custom kind of mod for Novadrift, where every mod is a recursive one. Like every maelstrom, every essence up, every snipe with the railgun, every singular strike. Everything can be taken multiple times. Hidden powers. Tome of Rage. Bullet damage minus, knockback minus, we don't need that. Tome of Speed, yeah, that could be nice. Tome of Elasticity, bullet bounce, max damage. Yeah, I guess this will be the one. And because there is no way of recovering HP here, besides the mod that recovers HP, that basically means that you can lower your HP as much as you want after you've lost some, unless you invest points into recovery, which I should do soon. 3 dragons. I wonder if actually the burn damage from all the dragons stack, do they actually do only hit damage or burn itself? Seems like enemies are burning. Another one, let's take it. At this point, it seems like the summons alone can take care of most of the stuff, and I think it's safer if I don't just shoot to kill myself by accident. Like this. Oh, come on. Let's do another one. See, the dragon is always been the kind of one risk versus reward later. You lose potential immediately, but you could get rewarded later if you can hold on. But having 5 dragons maybe was a bit too much. Now, nothing really. I'll take the shield. I guess taking the shield early on is also a very good thing. There it is. And there's another shield. One dragon for sure. Actually, I will stop taking those. Never stop. None. Like, how can you resist taking grandeurs? Ever thought of this? Impossible. I think in the other... Oh, that was the shield. Okay. In the other version of Novadrift, before the field zoom out was implemented, grandeurs weren't as punishing. Not as nearly. Let's not mention the new enemies as well. However, now you really have to think twice before picking grandeurs. Though the new challenger mode seems like a kind of an alternative to grandeur without having all the penalties. Maybe we're extremely good on the most powerful builds, like the blasted railgun build. Yeah, take this one. You know what? Talk too much, this is why everything ends like so prematurely. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I should get this because there's the electro bug. Yeah? Of course I won't be shooting, but the electro bug should get empowered a lot by all the summon mods. I don't know. You're not really able to get all the mods you want for a proper summon build in a regular run, let alone if you are taking them multiple times. The dragon gains extra damage. Take it. It's very nice that the developer made it so that basically every projectile that's hostile is red, anything that's not hostile is white. However, that doesn't take into account all the enemies, not the clutter that comes later on. Actually, I should just take Another ghost friend. Now, I really would have liked and preferred if the two Dragon Eggs and the Ghost had positioned themselves more symmetrically. This is really off-putting. Let's get this Ghost deal with it. See what we got. How much those can get? Another egg. Oh, come on, stop it. Why? They could have just placed that egg in between both. Let's see. 7 damage and attack speed. Why would you not take it when there's no penalty to it? Oh shit. Should I take another one? I read somewhere on an explanation. If they could explain in one sentence what's the difference between the animals, one animal and human. They say the difference is that humans learn from their mistakes. Really? Do I? Oh, another one. More. I guess the magic lens would actually be completely broken with this. So they shoot actually in my direction and everything. The dragons definitely shoot in my direction, so if I place the crosshair just in the middle, they got hit. So slow. It must be the added enemy speed. I'm not prepared for this difficulty. Summon attack speed 50% or the lens. Oh, this is actually a very big improvement. That no tome of elements, bullet damage. Oh, come on, none of this shit. That's so unfortunate. More damage or I'll take the shield. So if I take that last mod, oh, actually, the last update also introduces that you can hover over the mods. In pause screen you can read their descriptions. Holy Shield regenerates in 1 minute. So if I take another one of this mod, would that make it regenerate in 30 seconds, or would it just put the same mod with the same 1 minute cooldown, but like on its own separate cooldown? If that makes sense. Like if you would have two, like you would give them two charges, should I say. Just think. What of questions. Bullet 0 extra damage. It's so nice. But I still haven't taken any daggers, so that, oh, this is pointless. The friend shoots. Okay, let's get the extra projectiles. Let's see if they apply to all. They apply to all of the ghosts. Oh, that's amazing. That's completely nuts. Another very interesting thing about this little game compared to our just novadrift, and I just recently realized is that all projectile mods and like burn mods, the freeze mods, the lightning mods that are supposed to empower your projectiles, all of those work for the summon projectiles too, which is basically if all the novadrift weapon mods would apply to the guardian or the drones or the basic interceptor projectiles. Nuts. Or the turrets especially. Oh, 2 more additional projectiles for all the ghost friends. For attack speed for the dragons. I'll get the attack speed because I don't think I've only taken dragon eggs. I've taken 1 attack speed and 1 damage. The scaling is insane. Like, it should start getting insane, but I guess this mod also would get pretty insane. I think it should play out the same way till wave 20, and from there continue scaling somehow. I reckon the HP of the enemies will just start scaling harder and harder. The problem with pure pet builds is we don't get good knockback on anything. So unless you're able to deal with the enemies very quickly, there's no reliable way of knockbacking stuff around, besides when the shield breaks. Got 1 dagger. I kept saying I'm going to make like a dagger focused build and get all the daggers I could, and this is why I took the grenade, but none of them comes around. Give me dragons. I wonder if actually 40% summon damage versus more damage for the dragon. I think this sounds better. Next thing, the electro bug or even more damage. How can you skip 40% damage? How? So the little ghosts that the Lilith character summons now deal 19 flat damage each. And they started off with, was it 5 or 8? It's almost double at this point. Even more than double. What was this? What did that sound come from actually? Was that another dragon hatched or? Okay, we got more summon damage. Guess taking all those dragon upgrades earlier would pay off more in the long run. Should. Minute 9. Very soon the big guys will start appearing. I think the summons should be able to deal with those relatively quickly, that we can continue grinding XP. Oh, I can't, I want it. Late dragon, but we've already gotten the upgrades for it, so the moment it goes online, all the upgrades would kick in already, so it shouldn't be that bad. Let's get another one, just for the sake of it. Just pure damage is better, but... I wonder if... Oh, come on. I want the lens now then. Nice attack. So because the lens actually is empowered by your summon mods, does that mean the lens is considered a summon within the game? So probably. Oh, I got so many questions about the interaction of novadrift, and the descriptions there are like so much more descriptive, let's say. They offer much more info than here, and still there's so many like questions how the stuff interact. But here it's just no explanations and everything. It's part of the charm. Oh, I will say this, the game is developed very quickly. Props to the developer. More projectiles, another dragon upgrade, or all the effects of your magic lens are doubled. The size is halved. Oh, come on. Get more of those, let's see how that goes. That's a shotgun. Complete shotguns everywhere. Got how many? 2 daggers. 1, 2. Yeah, 2 daggers. I wonder is there a difference actually between the last mod in the dagger 3 that unlocks a second dagger and the first one? I wonder if does that actually double your daggers, or was that just the second one? I wonder. If that doubles the daggers, that would be completely cool. Move spin for 1 second when killing an enemy. What's bad? What could be bad about this mod? They can choose to skip it. Why not? Bullets that pass through your magic lens gain bounce. Let's see. How do they bounce? So everything basically one shot that you can't even see the bounces. Huh. See, you always reach a point in the late game, in 20 minutes till dawn, that the whole screen is completely covered with projectiles, and they can't really differentiate when stuff is approaching, so it's more likely that you get hit by accident of approaching enemy than actually by projectiles, because the projectiles do have their distinct red color. At least if you're paying attention, you can see those. Sight, or another ghost friend. Let's take a sight. The sight deals. Oh, the sight is so quick as well. So much summon attack speed. Busted, and yet it doesn't feel so OP. Like, By the way, the reason I'm doing all the like more voiceover videos than what's usually happening on the channel is because first of all, those are much quicker to produce than my regular novadrift build videos. Second, I really don't have time at the moment to produce more novadrift build videos because I kind of feel like I don't want to repeat myself doing the same builds over and over again. And coming up with new and new builds, it's not that there aren't a lot of builds that are still unexplored on the channel. Still takes a lot of time, is what I'm trying to say, just currently unavailable. And I'm trying, I'll maybe try doing some builds, like just vids that, let's call them like daily run videos of novadrift. I wonder if you will be interested in those ones. Those would be much shorter and like much less refined, and in general it won't be like a build guide or anything like that sort. I've been wondering about this for a while because I'm under the impression that most of you like the channel for, let's say, the content comes less often, but it's more, let's say, practice or more refined. The actual gameplay of each build is more in-depth in comparison to a more daily approach to novadrift, which is impossible to make an in-depth on a specific build like so. I reckon if you would be interested in diversifying more, like putting more, let's say, daily content of novadrift in the form of with voiceovers without sacrificing the regular builds. Oh, that will be completed nuts actually. Summon damage and attack speed by 50%. Anyway, back on the topic. Would you be more interested in seeing extra novadrift videos in the form of something similar to this run, like a daily run or a daily video with a voiceover, and without sacrificing the occasional build video? Actually, if you are more interested in voiceover videos, I could make build videos with voiceover as well, like voiceover in mind, but obviously I won't be recording the voiceover in real time. I'll record it afterwards, so it won't be so bad, I hope. Wait a minute, I already took this one. The Undead Army. Oh, so in Endless actually you can take the same character unique mode multiple times as well. Oh. I think the build started scaling completely nuts at this point, especially with the dragons. So this is it. Dual, summon a second magic dagger. Summon a magic dagger that seeks out. Basically, on paper seems like they do the same, but I wonder, would this actually summon a second dagger for each dagger I already got? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it only summoned another one. So they are basically with the same effect in this mode, whichever one you decide to pick. Not much enemies are still being able to approach and get in such close proximity that the orbiting sight comes into effect, but let's take the electro bug for the sake of having all the summons. The electro bug is actually attacking pretty quickly as well. I wonder what kind of damage it deals though. 308. Wait a minute. It is dealing that much damage. The actual dagger. That's nuts. So because of the focal point, all the effects of your magic lens are doubled, but the size is halved. Yes, that's completely broken. Oh, I want to see the most broken version of this. What else have we got? More attack speed. Yes, 50%. Shit, that looks almost like... That's completely totally busted. For the lack of better words, the same words are being used over and over again to express myself. No. Yeah, let's take the dragon bond. I haven't taken it, not even once since. And at this point, the dragon damage should be pretty high. Let's say I took it at minute 2. It's been 15 minutes past this, so 15 times 8. That's 120 damage already. Extra. 10% of that is 12. Oh, that's actually completely nuts because the daggers are now doing 500-600. The game is starting to lag actually. Pretty hard. This was novadrift. Could be playing the slideshow presentation. Another dagger. Or sight. I mean sight. Look at the speed of the sights. How quickly the sights are orbiting. Summon damage and attack speed, but bullet damage minus 35. So summon damage and bullet damage cancel each other out for the daggers, and we're left with basic attack speed. So what if I take another of those though? I'm more excited about this. So I wonder if the actual lens would get even smaller, but the effect would become even stronger. Let's see. Oh yes, it looks like the effect looks like to be the same. The actual output of the lens seems to be the same, though I think the size got even smaller than what it used to be. You can actually don't differentiate at this point where the lens is. So anyway, almost at minute 20. Let's see if more bosses would start appearing as well. Oh, let's get another ghost friend. If more bosses come around so we can take even more upgrades from those, that would be sweet. Actually, a couple of those XP pulling mods, whatever they were called, XP magnets, would have been amazing to take. Do we actually start from wave 1 again? It seems like. Well, this is why it's a beta version. Summon a magic lens. Oh, more attack speed. Come on. I'll get another lens. Let's see how that works. It's another lens. What the? That lens seems like it's got a... that lens is like inverted, facing towards us. Can you actually spot that? Look, the lens is actually inverted. Look. And as far as I'm aware, being aware, can't see a second lens. Did it get inverted because of the second time I picked this one, or the doubling effect, or did it got inverted? Now I think we might crash the game. Let's see. I have no idea how this mode is going to get balanced. No idea. Okay, let's make them all in sync. Let's see what happens now. Something in this type. That's it. Pop. Yeah, fixed itself. I thought this is over, but we are getting close. Spoiler alert, we are getting close to the end of the run and the video. Interesting that it starts again from wave 1. I guess I'm playing a very early version of the beta as well. If you want to play this out yourself in the beta version, which is not the live one, on Steam currently, if you don't know how to do it, how to play the beta version, you right click the game in your Steam library, and then, let me see what was the exact actually. You right click the game, then you go into properties, then you go into betas, and you select the beta branch. Then the game has to download a little update, wait for it, and then you can play the beta version. And this is the same way how you revert back into the live version. You could take another dragon, or more move speed and reload rate. So that's what I was saying before. If you take the frost bullets, those same frost bullets apply to all your summon